And tonight we begin with that weather impact. A tree on a house in Lawrence. Just some of the damage that we found tonight. The worst of the storms now gone, but there are limbs and pieces of debris scattered all around. There were thousands of Hoosiers without power across Indiana. Thanks so much for inviting us in. It's 11 o'clock. Angela's here. So are the watches and warnings now behind us?
They are behind us, but the cleanup is still ahead. Looking at this map, it's one of the most impressive maps in terms of the amount of damage in one event that I have ever seen. If we counted it all up, it would be more than 100 storm reports in a matter of a few hours.
Wow.
All thanks to a line of storms that rolled through central Indiana this afternoon and early this evening. I do want to point out we still have a few spotty showers left, mainly south and east from just south of Richmond, impacting south of Connorsville, Liberty, and Brookville. We've had a few rumbles of thunder with this as well. It continues to move out. Chance we get some additional development between now and 4 a.m. when you join Matt on Sunrise, but we're not expecting anything severe and nothing really to slow you down early tomorrow. Morning temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s, so a muggy start with some showers early in the day and then becoming less humid. Tomorrow afternoon, highs in the upper 70s and low 80s, and thankfully no storms in that Thursday forecast.
All right, that's good to hear. Angela, thanks so much. Tonight at 11, an Indianapolis firefighter is now recovering after getting shocked and falling 12 feet on the scene of a house with some power lines down because of tonight's storm. IFD is now confirming the 29-year-old was on the roof of a house using a chainsaw when it happened. He fell to the ground. We're told that fellow firefighters immediately treated him before medics took him to a hospital. We're tonight told that he is in stable condition. All of this unfolding at a home on Berwyn Street, about 515 near Southeastern and Troy Avenue. When crews got there, they found a limb on fire up against the house and some power lines across the garage. So these storms today with 60 to 70 mile per hour winds hit central Indiana hard. Several trees fell on the roads, with one smashing right through a family's roof. Our Alex Almanza is in those neighborhoods tonight with what people saw.
Well, this tree was no match for the high winds that came through. This one fell right into the street, leaving debris and branches everywhere. And while this one missed homes, one family we spoke to wasn't so lucky. Waylon Ely and his sister were home alone when they heard the storm.
The rain hitting our house sounded like fire crackling. My sister was really freaking out, so I was just trying to make sure she didn't lose it, you know.
Rain pouring down, wind blowing debris everywhere. Then
it was a lot worse than I thought it would be.
This tree crashing right through their house. Thankfully, everyone was okay, but Mom was shocked when she rushed home.
And I had already talked to them, so I was confident that they were safe. So I was just relieved to be home and knowing that they were all okay.
Neighbors rolling by saying the aftermath were shaken to the roots.
I literally live a few houses down, so just passing by, it's sad. It's sad to see, and I feel bad.
I didn't even know this happened until our friends told us down the street.
Meanwhile, across town, not all heroes wear capes. This tree fell into the roadway near 21st and Delaware, almost trapping a driver who took refuge in the nearest home.
I was like, "Are you okay?" And he asked if he could, come in so we could contact his wife and, make sure that he was okay.
Well, people around town say that they're glad that everyone is safe because while things can be replaced, people can't. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
And there are scenes just like that all over the Indy area. Want to show you a neighborhood along 51st Street near Michigan Road. This big tree uprooted, spanning 2 yards. We talked to young Sebastian tonight, who was really grateful this tree didn't hit his house or his neighbors.
There's so much fun there that I thought it was just a bit more fun there.
So when you came outside and saw this, what was your immediate reaction?
I was like, how big was this tree? And I was thinking, did it hit the house over there?
And take a look at this. It may look like a spaceship landed tonight, but Sean Ash tells us there's a simpler explanation for this situation near 21st and Arlington here in Indy. He says a radome from a defunct radar at the old Raytheon site got knocked off a building during tonight's storms. So people living nearby say they were also surprised it didn't hit anything.
I thought, sure, if it came from over there, it had to be high enough to go over the houses and then just boom, because that's what it sounded. That loud sound sounded like a big, I don't know, like a bomb almost, but I thought it was thunder. And like I said, the wind was blowing, rain was pouring down.
And tens of thousands of Hoosiers are without power right now. AES is currently working to restore electricity for more than 51,000 Hoosiers. Over at Duke Energy, that number is more than 40,000 at this hour. Now, when severe storms are here in central Indiana, be sure that you can stay up to date with our extended weather coverage over on WTHR Plus, because that's where you can monitor live Doppler 13 radar and check in with our weather team. They'll be with you until the storms pass. Just download the free app to watch on your television. Now we want to talk about an issue on the streets of Indianapolis that neighbors are calling alarming. Cars not only speeding, but also tricked out with a sound that triggers danger. Our Jenny Runovich tonight shows us the problem on the southeast side of Indy.
Well, neighbors here along Minnesota Street are fed up. And when you hear how this car's muffler was modified, you'll understand right away.
Those aren't gunshots. That terrifying sound is coming from a tailpipe, a muffler that mimics the sound of gunfire. The exhaust modification is called a burble tone or straight piping. Neighbors on Minnesota Street say they hear it almost daily.
You know, driving up and down the street with their cars set up to intentionally backfire all the way. You know, I'm working out in the yard and have this car drive by and backfire. Almost gives me a heart attack every time.
And that noise is just part of the problem. Neighbors say their street is also being treated like a drag strip. Drivers speeding way above the 30-mile-an-hour limit. No sidewalks to protect pedestrians here either. Neighbors call the whole thing a dangerous situation. By tricked out cars triggering fear. In Indianapolis, Jenny Runovich, 13 News.